Welcome to the TED Ed Podcast, where we delve into the issues that shape our daily lives and drive our productivity. We confront topics that matter deeply to all of us, from healthcare and affirmative action to voting rights and monetary success and failure. We cover it all. And yes, we dive into the complex world of politics, exploring how our country has evolved from slavery to the 21st century. Our content is crafted with care and expertise, drawing from years of experience in these critical areas. We invite you to give the TED Ed podcast a listen. You won't be disappointed. Share your thoughts with friends and confidants, and don't forget to like, comment, and share our episodes. Your engagement helps us grow and reach more listeners. Are you passionate about these topics? Do you have unique insights to share? You could be one of our guest speakers. Drop us a line, send an email, or leave a comment. All requests will be considered. Join us on this journey of exploration and understanding. This is the TED Ed Podcast. Thank you and enjoy the show.
All right. Good afternoon, folks. How are you doing today? I'm doing great. Well, as you can see, my partner in crime is not with me today. I think he overslept, people. He has to take his afternoon nap, and sometimes he can't get up. But that's okay. We can still get our show on and everything. I had to do this show here today because I'm looking at all you parents and children out there who may be watching this podcast and everything. And I'm going to wish you guys and stuff well, getting ready to get off to a new school year. We have school districts all around the country. And um, they each one of those districts and stuff have their own unique problems. So I wish each one of you all luck. Your president is getting ready to decimate the Department of Education. So a lot of things that these school districts and stuff had last year and stuff is no longer available this year. So be aware. Some school districts they have excess amount of state funding, and a whole lot of school districts do not have that extra funding. So, like I said, I wish you guys and stuff well and stuff as you start this new school year. Um, Another thing that I wanted to say to the folks out there, um, we have a lot of stuff going on here in our country. And on our last show, yesterday on the 13th, which is Wednesday, I kind of got on my esteemed leader who wants to be the Speaker of the House and everything real hard. Well, I'm not apologizing for what I said. I just want to reinforce to everyone out there that I'm not mad at Hakeem. I'm just frustrated and stuff with him because I think that he needs to do a lot more to let the American public and stuff know that he is up to the task of being the Speaker of the House, that he supports all of those folks out there, even in the red states, because everyone in this country is going to be hurt by what the heck is going on in this country. And people, whatever you were saying right now, is going to get worse. I'm telling you, it is going to get worse. We have not seen the bad stuff. These people out here are lying to you. They're not telling you the whole truth. You've got your folks out there who, your Treasury Secretary and his sidekick Lutnick and all of them, they're sitting out there painting a rosy picture for everybody in this country. It's not rosy, folks. Look at yourself. Go out there, like I said, and go to the grocery store. It's going to get worse. There are a lot of countries out there that um, are not trading and stuff with us, and that's going to be a big thing. because they're upset with our president and his whiffy waffy and do this and do that. And then the worst part of it all is to sit there and tell the American people that they have a deal with these countries, and they don't have a deal with these countries. People, if you have a trade agreement, and if you any of you all were around and stuff and Trump's first term and any other president's terms who signed trade agreements, when Trump signed that USMCAA trade agreement with Mexico, Canada, and United States, they all sat down and had a signing. They had an agreement and they sat down, people, and they all signed the agreement. Each country signed an agreement. When these fools tell you that they have an agreement, if it's not signed by both parties, it's not an agreement. It is not ironclad. It can be changed at any time. Anytime it can be changed. So um, remember that. If they telling you that they got we got agreements and stuff lined up and we got them all lined up and we're doing that, they're lying to you. And you have these people on Fox News and this uh, Fox Business, whatever they is, they sit out there and I talk to them and they look these commentators in their face and they are lying to them and they're lying to their people who are watching their channel. They are lying. They are sitting there. What Scotch Bessett? He can't even lie with a straight face. That man, he sits there and he stumbles, bumbles, and everything. And when he starts doing that, people, he's lying. I mean, he's telling some big lies when he starts bumming. He's lying to you. Understand this. We do not have a trade agreement with anyone. We don't have a trade agreement with Japan. They have an agreement in principle that they are working on. We don't have a trade agreement with the European Union. It's an agreement in principle. When Trump sat down with the European Union president, Vonda, whatever her name is, and stuff and everything, she has no power, people, to sign no agreement. She has to. It is called the European Union. There are 27 countries in the European Union. They all have to agree to this thing. They have to come to a big table and stuff, and she puts the agreement on the table, and then they decide what is going to happen. If any country does not like it, or they can't get a majority of the countries and stuff to agree to this daggone thing, there is no trade agreement with these folks, people. Please understand that. Okay? Don't let these people fool you guys. Please do not let them fool you. Now, my farmers who are in those red states, Illinois, Iowa, Indiana, Kansas, all of those places. Please realize, folks, that you are not selling anything else, any grain, anything that is sold on the commodities exchange to China. They are not going to be buying your grain anymore. You almost have to give that grain to them, and they still may not buy your grain. Your president, at this last time, he has screwed you all to death. And anytime he tells you that China's going to come over here and buy your grain, he is lying to you. These people are buying their grain from these Latin American countries. They um, Brazil is a major supplier now of every grain that you guys here in the United States were supplying to China. Along with the fact, people, that China is doing something that is unbelievable. They have successfully in the last, they've been working on this stuff for 15 to 20 years, transporting their desert area into places where they can grow crops. And they have successfully been able to do it in the last 2 years. They are growing their own crops, they're growing their own grain in the desert, people. Honestly, they're taking their desert. They have some huge deserts and stuff over there in China, and they have transposed those deserts into places and stuff where it is green, and they're growing their wheat, they're growing their alfalfa, and they're going to start growing their corn and their silage and everything. They even have their own herd of cows that they are raising in the desert, people. When I'm being in the desert, it's sand, 110 degrees. They're doing this in the sand in the desert. Unbelievable what they're doing. Unbelievable what they're doing. It took them almost 20 years to get it, but they got it. They people got it. Them folks over there have worked hard, and they spent a lot of money and stuff to get it done. And now this process is bringing forth fruitation for them. I mean, they have huge, huge tracts of land out there in the desert that they have turned into productive ground where they can grow crops. So look for them not to be coming back to the United States and buying anything as far as grain is concerned. They're not going to be doing it. They are done with us. Your president has completely alienated them. And all these meetings that you see these people in these meetings with don't mean a damn thing to the Chinese. They are sitting across the table with Lutnick, Greer, and that Bassett, and they are laughing at them under their breath. All these negotiations going on. We understand that Taco Man did the same thing he said before. We ain't changing the August 12th date. We are not changing that date. It is set in stone. Well, guess what, people? He didn't add 90 more days. So who's going to believe him when he keeps on saying this stuff to the American people, to the people who are sitting across the table from him, or his representatives who are sitting there and they can't do a damn thing unless Trump says it's okay? They have no power at all. And he changes his mind at the drop of a hat, and most of them realize it now. Right now, you've got India sitting there, already dumped a 50% tariff on them. 50%. They're going to sell their stuff to some other people, folks, here in this country. They are going to sell it to some other people, folks. They are. We are done. India has gone. They may come back, but I don't know how good they're going to come back. Okay, I have no idea what's going to happen. I have no idea. And our president, he is just uh, screwing everybody. I mean, screwing all these people, and may not even they may not even deal with him anymore. They may not even deal with him anymore. I know I wouldn't. I'm not going to deal with anybody who changes his mind every 5 seconds, or he wakes up in the middle of the night and everything is, oh, this is not what I'm going to do. This is not what I'm going to do. I'm changing my mind. If you were going out and buying a car, and the person put a price on the car, and you said, okay, I want to buy that car at this price. And that person says, okay, come back tomorrow. We'll sell you the car. And then they send you a text message at 12 o'clock at night. Oh, I don't think I'm going to sell you that car at that price. It's going to cost you another $500 more. What would you say? Would you buy that car from that person? Hell no. Well, that's what's going on. That's exactly what's going on. I'm bringing it down to you all in layman's terms. That's what's going on with this man. So you can imagine a nation, India, 1.3 billion people. This man has 1.3 billion people who are looking to him to lead their country. You can't lead 101.3 billion people with a knucklehead like we got here in this country. China has 1.4 billion people. They are not going to be led by this knucklehead here that's sitting in the White House. Yes, they're sitting at the table with him. They're sitting at the negotiation table. And I guarantee you, people, come November the 9th, when these 90 days is up, there will not be any deals with China. There won't be any deals, people. They're not going to deal with this knucklehead. Japan is not going to be investing $700 billion in this country. The European Union is not going to be bringing $600 billion and investing in this country. Now think about this. Last week, August the 7th, Scott Bessent, Treasury Secretary, put up $100 billion in short-term bonds to be sold on the bond market. Those, and listen to what I'm saying. These are short-term bonds that he's putting out. Short-term means like 6 months to a year. It's only for 6 months to a year at a certain set interest rate. There was nobody outside this country who even thought about buying those bonds. Think about that, people. Think about that. In 6 months, whoever bought those bonds to a year, those people, the United States is supposed to be paying them back this $100 billion to whoever buys them. Nobody bought them. What does that tell you? Tells me a lot. Tells me that our credit ain't worth shit. Excuse my French, people. Our credit ain't worth nothing. We people do not want to buy our credit. They do not want to give us credit because we're in serious debt problems right now. Serious debt problems. Did you hear me, people? Serious debt problems. Our interest payments, folks, is over $1 trillion for our debt. That's more than our military budget. And we're crying about that. They shouldn't be a trillion. They shouldn't be giving the military $1 trillion. Well, they get to give the military $1 trillion. But our interest payments, we ain't talking about the principal. We're talking about the interest. When you're talking about the P, we're talking about the I, principal and interest. Okay? Where you gonna get $1 trillion from? Oh, wait a minute. I mean, that damn Bassett and that damn Lutnick got on there and said we're bringing in over $1 trillion in tariff money. Oh, people, don't let Scott Bassett and Lutnick and all the rest about that fool you. We ain't bringing in no $1 trillion, people, in tariff payments. And as everybody knows, the tariff is being paid by the American people. And all these poor folks out here and stuff, who was more than 80% of the daggone country, doesn't have $1 trillion in their pocket to be given away. They barely able to put food on their tables and pay their rent and their car note and everything else. They don't have no disposable income to go out there and give the United States that money. Whatever tariff that they're paying, they buying food with that. They're paying their rent. They're paying their car note if they can. They're buying gas to go in their car. They got utility bills. They got children getting ready to go to school. They have children who will be looking for some Christmas presents underneath the tree in less than 4 months. We don't have that. So when we don't have disposable income, people, and folks aren't willing to buy those disposable items and stuff like a new TV set or a new refrigerator, a brand new car, don't have that money. The money's not there. They're barely able to keep up what's going on now. Can't get no new wash and dry. Got to make do with that old one. Yeah, baby break down. You better call a repairman in to fix it. Can't get no new one. Can't buy no extra clothes. You better keep wearing the ones you got. Well, I know disposable income, people. So if you don't have any disposable income, those people who are making them washers and dryers, them people who are making them brand new cars, them people who are making those electric cars here in this country, they ain't gonna sell them. People, they're not gonna buy them. So what happens? They're gonna lay these folks off. They're gonna lay off the steel people because you got steel got to go on these cars. They're gonna lay off the folks who making batteries and stuff to go in the car. They're gonna lay them off. Because people can't afford to buy them things. You name it, they can't afford to buy it. So remember what I said earlier, we's in trouble. Our farmers are getting ready to harvest them crop. Man, I took a trip last week, first of the month, drove up to Illinois and saw all those daggone soybean fields and corn fields, all of them. Well, folks, in the next couple of weeks, those farmers going to be out there and try to harvest the crops that they are growing. Now, what are they going to do if nobody's buying their corn and their soybean? They're going to harvest that stuff and they're going to put a big old tarp on the ground and they're going to get their trucks and they're going to get their combines and they're going to head to the fields and they're going to cut all that stuff down, the soybean and the corn. They want to get it cut down as they're going. A big old trucks, semi trucks are sitting there to haul that stuff and everything. And guess what's going to happen? They ain't hauling it to the elevator where they can start selling it. They're hauling it right back to their place where there's big old silos are sitting, and they're gonna dump that stuff on the ground. And they're gonna try to put some more tarps on the top of it so it don't get soggy and wet. Nobody buying it. Oh, they can feed the animals and stuff with it, but how many animals that they have out there to feed with it? They ain't selling animals. They can't sell them meat. These folks are still them sitting there. They China said they had a whole container full of meat come to their ship, came to their ports, and they told them turn the ship around. We don't want it. So we went back, and they're sitting there in the harbor somewhere in a refrigerated container because you can't leave the meat sitting out there. People, you got to keep it frozen. Hmm. What's going on in this country? You got chicken plants. Tyson had to lay off a bunch of people. Most of those folks working in the chicken plant are illegal immigrants. They scared of ICE, Trump locking them up. Alligator Alley. uh, I'm gonna stop with all the bad news, people. I'm gonna stop with all the bad news. I don't have too much good news, but I'm gonna stop with all the bad news because we're gonna be sick every day we wake up. Our people gonna be sick, and people gonna be out of work, and they can't do anything because they're knucklehead. These folks are letting that knucklehead do what the hell he want to do, and ain't nobody out there messing with their Congress people and everything and beating them over the head and say, "Hey, pal," and come 2026, your butt gone. We putting somebody else in your seat. But guess what? These people don't believe those folks. All these Republicans, they don't care. You know what? Some of them already done made their money, so they don't care. Hey, you don't elect me, I go home and stuff and take that money that these folks done gave me for this big tax break. All these senators, I'm going home because I'm already a millionaire. So my folks gonna eat. And they're gonna do what we want to do. We're gonna go on vacation because we got a whole lot of money sitting back here that we done made while sitting up there in Congress doing nothing. Bright light. Things are gonna change, people. We're gonna get some things to change. I don't know how. I don't know how it's going to happen, but things are going to change. Things are going to start looking up. We're going to get this knucklehead and do something to him, and we're going to be okay. We just got to hold on. I don't know how, and I feel sorry for those folks who don't have any savings and stuff that they can live off of. They're not going to be able to get all the unemployment compensation. I feel sorry for those folks who are going to be kicked off of their health insurance come September and stuff. So this big beautiful bill to start taking effect. Those people are not going to have health care. But I wish the ones who are going to be having health care well. All my neighbors around me, they're not crying at all. They just sitting back, enjoying themselves because I stay in a fairly affluent area. All my neighbors around me, they must be flush with money because they buying new cars, they put new roofs on their houses, they're doing all kind of repairs to their place. So they got money. Now, it don't have that kind of money. But we're gonna make it. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna work together. We're gonna find other people and everything that we can do things and stuff for, earn our little extra money and stuff and everything, and we're gonna make it on through this whole mess here. So get creative, people. That's all I can tell you. Get creative. Help your folks. help your neighbors, help your family members and stuff and everything. You guys stick together and stuff and everything and help each other. That's the only thing that we can do right now. The only thing we can look at is each other. We can't look up there to that man sitting up there in the 1600 in Pennsylvania Avenue. We can't look to him. Look to your neighbors and stuff, and your neighbors look to your neighbor. Help each other out. You want to go out there, you find a sale going on, call your neighbors up, say, hey, man, they got some chickens on sale. Or call them up, man, we got a place over here, this farmer is selling vegetables and stuff at cut rate prices and everything. Come on up here. We can get all these vegetables that we need. And we find somebody who knows how to can, who got a freezer and everything, and put all that stuff away and everything. And you folks out there who know exactly what I know and stuff and everything, they have sale barns and stuff all around this country and stuff and everything. Find you a sale barn to go to, and you can buy you a cow, or you can buy you a pig, or you can buy you a goat live, and then have him butchered at the slaughterhouse and stuff. Share that cost and everything, and split that meat up with your neighbors. We can get through this. Our foreparents got through this mess. They knew how to live. All we got to do is reach back into what they used to do and everything and understand that we can make it through. They made it through. We can make it through some hard times. That's why most of us ain't committing sideways. We ain't jumping off of no buildings like these white folks gonna do because black folks and stuff know how to survive. And they've been surviving and stuff for a long time. And we're gonna keep on surviving, people. Understand that we're going to keep on surviving. Okay. So I just got a text message from my partner in crime, people. And the knucklehead said he overslept. It is 4:30 something. He said he overslept. Yeah, man. Hey, sorry, I overslept. I'll see you tomorrow. Well, we'll see Ted tomorrow. But guess what, people? You're going to see this up on YouTube. This show that I'm just doing right now, you're going to see it on YouTube. But you're going to be laughing at everything because oh man, that daggone bishop did the show anyway. Anyway, people, I'm done here. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully with some good news, maybe. If not and stuff, we're here to help anybody out there. We got waiting on your comments, waiting on your likes, waiting on your subscribing, and we're going to keep on going. We're going to keep this show on the air. Talk to you tomorrow, people. Bye bye.